You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rodrance for Black and White Live. Well, Tom Brady threw his historic NFL record 600th touchdown the other day, and Mike Evans promptly walked over and handed the ball to a fan in the crowd. Well, of course, Tom Brady wanted that ball back. Now, maybe unbeknownst to the fan, but should have been knownst to the fan. That's from a movie, by the way. Maybe that fan should have realized exactly how much that historic touchdown pass was going to be worth, because it was going to be worth a lot. And Tom Brady was on last night with Peyton Manning and Eli on the ESPN Manning cast of Monday Night Football. And he come out and it was revealed what all the fan is going to get. And Tom Brady has upped the ante a little bit, mainly and probably because two different auction houses came out and put a estimated value on that ball the fan gave back to Tom Brady. Now, the fan got to meet Tom Brady, but it was revealed that we were talking about real life-altering money, that ball would have been worth around $500,000, which is unbelievable. But there's been a lot of things sell lately for an unbelievable amount. I believe his first touchdown pass recently sold for it was somewhere between $420,000 and $480,000, and this one would have been worth more than that. Tom Brady, I'm giving the Bucs fan a Bitcoin for my 600 TD ball. Now, it should be noted, when he dropped the phrase Bitcoin, Peyton Manning kind of cut him off and moved on with life, because he realized that was a potential advertising opportunity for Bitcoin, and I guess he didn't want to spend any time on that. Brady announced Monday night he's sweetening the pot. This is from TMZ. Even further for the Bucs fans, saying he's given the dude a full Bitcoin as part of the negotiation process. TB12 revealed to Peyton and Eli Manning on their Monday Night Football Manning cast, telling the brothers, at the end of the day, I think he's still making out pretty well. Well, okay. FYI, one Bitcoin is currently worth roughly $62,000, which still ain't $500K, but at least it's getting closer. It turns out the fan who ended up with Tom Brady's 600th touchdown got quite a hookup from the Bucs, because he's getting some awesome swag in return for the pigskin. The lucky fan is getting 2 signed jerseys, a helmet from Mr. Brady, a Mike Evans autographed jersey, game-worn cleats, $1,000 to the team store, TMZ reports. But that's not all. The fan is also getting 2 season tickets for the remainder of this season and next season. So he's getting even more opportunities to get another TB12 ball. It's still not $500,000, but it's an awesome move by the Bucs. The guy who gave Tom Brady's TD pass ball might have cost himself a small fortune, because one memorabilia expert says the pigskin was worth at least $500,000. Here's the deal. After catching the record-setting touchdown pass from Brady in the first quarter, Mike Evans ran over and gave the ball to a Tampa Bay fan. Evans didn't think much of it at the time. He thought it was a nice gesture, but when he got back to the sideline, he realized his blunder. Cameras at Raymond James Stadium caught Mike Evans in full of regret, handing over the valuable item. Bucs staffers then went to work. Somehow, during the middle of the game, the team convinced the guy to return the ball, a move auction expert Ken Golden says could have cost him $500,000, maybe even more. Given how historic the ball is, the 600 TD pass in NFL history, Golden said, I'd estimate the ball to be worth a minimum of $500,000. The fan said during the interview mid-game that he gave back the ball simply because he was told Mr. Brady really wanted it. The trainer came over and asked for it. The fan said, "What am I going to do? Say no to Tom Brady?" Well, the fan added he promised some swag and maybe a handshake for Brady in return. As for the Brady side of it, he is pleased. The guy's good gesture, telling the reporter he's going to get something nice in return. And look, there was another auction house that came out and also speculated that it was going to be worth, they thought $500K was actually on the low side here. So I don't know. I don't know how much it's going to be. It would have been worth, but it would have been true, and for a lot of people, life-altering kind of money. Okay, and somebody I heard earlier say that, man, when the guy goes shopping for another home, his wife's going to go over and look at him and be like, "Really, dude?" A lot of people said if he would have decided to have kept the ball, he probably would have needed to have got up and left the stadium on the spot. Why? Because the feeling was there would have been immense pressure from Tampa Bay Bucs fans he was surrounded by to have given that ball back to Brady, just giving it back. And so a lot of people said, look, if he wanted to keep that ball, he needed to have gotten up and left the stadium with the ball on the spot and realized you just got handed a very big chunk of money, essentially in a football form, right? Now, a lot of people are saying, well, there's unwritten rules to this whole situation. I guess there is. I can see the point there, but I think it depends on the person's situation as well. Okay? If you get somebody that happened to get tickets, they're making 30 or 40 grand a year working, 50 grand a year, and they've got true bills, a true family they're trying to pay for. I don't think anybody could or should hate on somebody if they decided to take that money and truly have changed their life, paid off their house, paid off their cars, whatever, I mean, it just is what it is at that point. Mike Evans or Tom Brady can go to Mike Evans and say, hey, you need to write a check over there to that guy and get my ball back. But at least Tom Brady is giving him a Bitcoin. Look, personally speaking, I think Tom Brady should have just wrote him a check for like 75 grand and handed it over and made it easy for this person, for crying out loud. So tell me what you think, Black and White Live fans. That ball was worth a lot of money. What would you do? Tell me in the comments section, because at the end of the day, you're talking about a quarterback that makes 25 grand a year and is worth probably well over $1 billion at this point. I don't know. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.